So moving through slow traffic like this at looks like 10 k's an hour on Joburg Friday afternoon traffic. As I said before in one of the earlier videos, I'm going to try and bring some more of the audio that we don't record the video at the Springbok press conferences to you. And I thought this was quite a nice one as well. Often it gives you an insight to how the players view things as well. But this week there's been a lot of talk, a lot of pundits across the world saying the Springboks are underdone, saying they haven't played for 4 weeks. They played nobodies, their words, not mine. Played Italy and Georgia, and that wasn't really great preparation. While Australia has had this massive test series against the British and Irish Lions, and they're firing on all cylinders, and they're confident, they got momentum, and they're coming to Joburg to upset history. I think they haven't won there for 50 odd years, more than 50 years. So I don't know what the exact stat is, but yeah. That's been the talk in the pundits this week, and Rassie's been asked, does he think they're underdone? This was his answer when he was asked it.
We can also answer that one. On the battle readiness or intensity readiness, I think there's two ways you can look at it. So I think they got about 6 or 7 injuries while playing the same team over and over. We lost one player in Jasper on losing his temper a bit. Otherwise, everybody's fit. We've lost nobody here, which bodes well for the rugby championship. So, we tend to think if we are in training sessions, I know games are games, and you get the pressure, and you get the nervousness, and you get referees who's under pressure when making calls like that, and that brings something different to the game, and that we might be lacking because none of the matches that we played were really close, and I think this match will be close. So you might lose that a little bit, which they would have experienced against the Lions, those tenseness when it comes really down to 1 or 2 errors. But on the other side, we could almost pick from a full strength squad because we were rotating a little bit, and I don't think tactically we were really challenged by Italy and by Georgia. But those were physical matches. It was really physical matches. So, we're playing at altitude, and I think they flew in last Friday. I'm not sure. Sometimes you can say, are they punch drunk after that, or are they really battle ready? So it's a bit of, you're never sure who did the right thing. So we hope we did the right thing.
And Jesse Kriel was also asked about it as well, and this was his answer when he was asked it.
Jesse, one thing that's come up from pundits around the world, I suppose, saying, asking if you guys are battle hardened enough from those 3 tests compared to the intensity that the Wallabies had. Just your thoughts on that?
Yeah, we'll have to see Saturday. I believe we've worked hard. I think everyone's obviously got their opinions on battle hardened and not, but I think it's a way you pitch up every day to training, the way you pitch up with the mindset to whatever you approach throughout your week. And I think for us, again, it's a good opportunity for us to represent South Africa, and I don't think anyone takes it lightly in this environment. So, very excited for the challenge, and confident that we'll be up for it.
Of course, the Boks cancelled their week off, and they've been doing 3 weeks of quite hard conditioning. They spoke about that quite a bit this week as well, and just to see, it's going to be interesting because they're going to want to play a high tempo game at this park. But now the thing that came out today, which was interesting, which I thought was just a bit of something a bit different, is just how players see social media. And Sia was asked, have you guys seen all the talk? Do you see the sort of debates in the public ahead of the test, and just how does it affect you? What do you do about it? How do you handle it? And Sia gave a classic answer, saying he was basically too weak to handle social media. That's maybe overstating it a bit, maybe making it sound a bit worse than it was. But have a listen to Sia himself. Let him explain himself why he doesn't look at social media, and it gives you a bit of an insight of how the players go through their weeks as well.
Sia, how do you guys sort of deal with like social media and what various pundits say, in the build-up to a test match? Like there's always a lot of noise. Like a lot of people always say the British Lions are battle hard, and they beat the the Australians are battle hard and they beat the British and Irish Lions. You guys haven't been at your very best, so they assume that the Australians can upset you guys at Ellis Park. Do you guys actually hear that kind of stuff and think we need to put in a statement performance, or do you shut that all out and just focus on yourselves?
For me personally, I try not read because I'm not strong enough to take that. I can't. Sometimes it does affect me, so I try not read because there's always good and sometimes there's bad. There's people in between. But the most important voice that I listen to is my coach, my coaching staff, and my teammates. And that, because you can be looking for something else and you get someone saying that you're not good enough, and sometimes it does affect, and it affects me quite a lot. And so I've tried to stay away from that and look at facts and actually watch the game and study my opposition and see what they're capable of, and I think that works a whole lot more for me, because you can say someone is not, or they're not good enough, or they're not ready, and then on the day they show up, and also what they've done in the past too, I'll go and look at that too, because that helps me focus and gets me ready for the game, because I know what he's about to do, and watching the clips over and over gives me an idea, 50% chance or 60% chance that he might do that in the game. Oh, I've seen this before in the present. That's the most important thing, and that's what I try and tell guys who are coming up, say, focus on the people that matter, people that actually are going to coach you, are going to bring value in life, that really care. I'm not saying they mustn't listen to media, because it's important, because you guys help us with our stories and you help us get known, and you bring, and also when you're doing well, you tell our stories. When you're doing badly, you also have to tell your stories. So if you can take it, then read it, and if you can't, then don't read it. But for us, it's all about what the information we get from the coach. I actually don't have enough time to read, because the clips that we get to see and the amount of players that we have to study is too much for me to go and now add another layer.
That being said, it's obviously a big test match at this Park on Saturday. Keep an eye on this channel. Going to be bringing you some other sort of things around the stadium, including the anthems, the post-match press conferences, and the review after the game of exactly how my thoughts, and I'll have Gavin Rich with me. We'll also have on Sunday morning, it'll be up by probably about lunchtime on Sunday, we'll have Nick Mallet giving his verdict as well on this channel. So please do subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the thumbs up, the like button if you haven't already as well, and let me know what you think of Sia's answer and just how social media affects players. Often I feel there's a lot of negativity around Springbok games. People are passionate, they're talking about the games. Sometimes it does go a bit too far, and I see it quite a bit on my Twitter feed as well. I sometimes you're the target of it as well. I can just think how it is for players. So be kind online if you can, and let me know what you think. Cheers.